Avengers Endgame is a once-in-a-generation event and is now shattering box office records around the world.
Hang on.
Avengers Endgame, rated PG-13, now playing. The world has spoken. Avengers Endgame is shattering box office records around the world.
Whatever it takes.
Avengers Endgame, rated PG-13.
What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with a video on Avengers Endgame. So, a few days ago, Disney announced that they will be re-releasing the Avengers Endgame movie that took the world by storm. It made $2,744,000,000. So essentially, it is $44 million away from beating Avatar. So if you are new to the channel, we do videos like this all week long. And also, we are giving away tickets for Spider-Man Far From Home. All you got to do is subscribe to the channel and let me know down below what is going on, and let me know that you want to enter competition. So let's get into this video. It's about why Disney are really re-releasing the movie. It isn't for the fans. It's actually really simple. Whatever it takes for them to get the #1 spot, realistically. Because at the moment, Avatar has the #1 spot by $44 million. Even though Avatar Fox is now owned by Disney and Avatar 2 will be released under Disney, technically, they still want to knock it off. So it's very interesting and really bad thing to do is re-release this, because there's a lot of publications and videos and stuff of people misleading people into thinking something different, like Endgame, post-credit scene, deleted scenes, and all this kind of stuff. But if you actually do some research, actually people that do research, and look into what actually will be on the re-release, you're going to be really disappointed. So essentially, there is going to be 7 minutes of extra content after the credits have rolled. So technically, you could say it's a post-credit scene, but it isn't going to be a post-credit scene. So essentially, it's just going to be a Stan Lee tribute, bonus content, and that's really it. That is all you're going to get. So is it worth your hard money going out to watch the movie again just to go and see some bonus scenes, when realistically you could wait a while longer, then get either the 4K Ultra HD or the Blu-ray version, and you get a bunch of extras. You get the gag reel, you get the Avengers damage control, you get the memorial for Stan Lee, you get the intro by the Russo bros, you get the journey of the Endgame, you get the women of the MCU, setting the tone with Robert Downey Jr., you get Bro Thor, dropped out of time Captain America, Black Widow, whatever it takes, and also they always do the director's commentary with the writer's commentary as well. So realistically, should you go and watch Endgame? No. But Warstu, you have a channel built around that. Well, yeah, kind of, I guess. But no, there is no reason to go and watch this. Because like we say, there is no extended cut. This is not an extended cut. For most part, you're going to get the same movie you went to watch back in April. But all you're going to get is a few added scenes. You're not going to get all these deleted scenes that they keep explaining. Because these deleted scenes were from scripts that weren't used in the end. There were ideas that never actually were filmed. So it's very interesting that people are getting hyped to go and rewatch this. But I think the timing is really freaking bad, because the movie comes out next week in China. Careful for spoilers, they will be everywhere. And most people will be watching the movie for the screeners next week. The reviews get lifted next week because the social embargo reviews have been lifted, but not the full-on reviews. So they are literally releasing it seems, in time for the kind of July holiday, I guess you could say. In America, we don't generally have that in Europe, but they're trying to release it with that. So I think this could sabotage Spider-Man Far From Home doing well. So there isn't really any evidence or any reason why Disney would re-release the movie. Obviously, apart from money. It's all about the money. Yes, Avatar did have a 31-week run, and that is why it is the biggest movie ever still. But you got to understand, the Avatar movie was a single entity. It was a one-off movie. Whereas Endgame is 10 years, the 22nd movie, the 4th Avengers movie. It is a freaking franchise. So the fact that Avengers Endgame didn't destroy Avatar in its real run in one go, it's really sad because this movie, it made over $1 billion, $1 billion in its opening weekend, right? And, you know, like it's just weird. It made so much money in the opening weekend, yet somehow after a 10-week run, it did not beat Avatar. So the real reason why Disney are re-releasing this movie with a few added scenes that aren't really scenes, it's just scenes they never used, is money. It's all money motivated. It's not for the fans. It's not giving you any more context. You're not going to walk out this movie knowing or thinking anything different at all. So it is quite incredible, to be honest. The other reason could be domestic, okay? So as you know, Star Wars The Force Awakens has the domestic record in America, 936,662,000, and Endgame is well over $100 million off that. So it's not because they want to take the domestic record, because let's be honest, guys, they're nowhere near the domestic record. So that can't be the reason. So I'm seeing a bunch of kind of content on the internet going, yeah, there's going to be all these deleted scenes. We're going to get a post-credit scene. It's going to tease everything up. No. Like, what's coming next will be teased in Spider-Man Far From Home, which comes out very close to this release. So there's some people thinking that re-releasing Endgame will help the sales for Far From Home. Not really, because this movie is a bridging movie. So Far From Home is in between the end of phase 3 and the start of the next phase. So you don't really even have to watch it. You just have to realistically watch the post-credit scene, and that is it. You're not going to get any crazy epic reveal that I'm seeing all over the place. I've been sent a lot of articles about what is supposedly, allegedly in this re-release. I personally will not be going to rewatch this movie because it's not going to add any value to me, really. I mean, of course, I'll do a video about it when information comes out about it, or unless they play the added scenes with the Spider-Man Far From Home screener, but that's a Sony movie, so I don't think they will do that. But it is very interesting that Disney decided to drop it just before Far From Home when they realistically should have dropped it, you know, maybe say in the summer, because there's only it only has to take another $40 million, right, to beat the record, which arguably it might not even do that, because they're not really clear if it's going to be global release everywhere. It's still in some cinemas here in the UK, but no one's going to run to the cinema when there's already quite a few things out, although they are doing bad, except for Aladdin. Aladdin's the only movie, and that's also Disney. Aladdin's the only movie this summer that hasn't crashed. I mean, we've had the new Men in Black, which absolutely crashed, which proves to the world that sometimes rebooting a franchise, even if you put Chris Hemsworth in it, cannot work. But that's got nothing to do with the actor. It wasn't his fault. The same why other movies flopped. The Hellboy release, I mean, that really flopped because it was just a really bad story. But it is interesting why they decide. So guys, let me know down below. Why do you think they're re-releasing this movie? Do you think it's just to beat Avatar? There is no bonus content. It's like Public, us. Why are you re-releasing Endgame? Disney, I like money. Interviewer, but why? Kevin Feige, money, you know? What did it cost? Marvel, re-release everything. So it is funny. Are they going to re-release Infinity War as well? It just seems that Disney, that is a massive powerhouse. I understand they've just bought Fox, so they've got a lot of money they need to make back for the investors, but like they just didn't pass Avatar, and that is literally the reason. I think it's quite sad because the movie was pretty good. It should have smashed $3 billion at the box office without a re-release. Now, there is no post-credit scene. I mean, there's stuff after the credits, which technically would be called a post-credit scene, but I just thought I'd make this video so you guys can actually find out why they are re-releasing this movie. It is literally just to make more money. And why? Because I love you 3000. And it's just very interesting. So it's a very weird, ambiguous kind of video. This is. There's no real point behind this video except for the fact that they're re-releasing a movie just to knock Avatar off. But what happens if they don't actually knock Avatar off? Are they going to keep it in the cinema? Because obviously it's going to cost them money to keep it in cinema. There's lots of publications like The Wired, The Metro, Comic Book. There's literally Polygon, Independent UK. There's so many websites stating stuff like, here's one here, Independent, Endgame to be released with brand new footage. What a banging title that is, when realistically, it's not going to add any context to you understanding the movie anymore. So what is the point? So as we understand, it will be next weekend. So literally the next weekend, which is literally going to be the 29th and 30th weekend, which is a few days before Far From Home comes out. So there's people thinking this will push Spider-Man Far From Home to do much better at the box office, but why? They're not. It's not even the same studio. One's Sony, one's Disney. It literally makes no sense. So guys, please comment down below. Let me know. Try and help me help you understand why the hell are they re-releasing this movie when it doesn't need it? They will make a bunch of money when they release this on Blu-ray, on 4K Ultra, HD, and all them kind of stuff. It's just very, I don't know, it's very weird. So I'm going to be doing topic points like this all throughout the summer, but it will be interesting. So realistically, you don't need to go and watch Endgame again, because literally everything in the bonus footage, every website, I mean, it will probably leak on YouTube as well, the added scenes. So you don't have to go and spend your money again, because let's be honest, watching it again just for some few new scenes that don't really mean anything, is it worth it to you? 3-hour movie, 7 minutes of extra footage, of which stuff isn't really that relevant. I don't know. I'm hoping I get some positivity in this video, but maybe I will get some negativity from the diehard MCU fans. But like always, guys, please like, subscribe, and comment, and I will catch you in another video very soon. Catch ya later.